where we're broadcasting live. So for the Spurs, their last game, a win against Miami. And is checked in for Johnson. And so it's San Antonio with it, trailing by 2. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
They got the better of this club both times they saw them last season. I think we're about to find out if they've still got their number.
On the court for San Antonio, Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward. In the backcourt, Parker and Ginobili. And it's Splitter in at the 5 spot. Steve hit on this moments ago, Clark. When you've got the 2 top teams, one from the East and one from the West, would you say there are some conference bragging rights at stake here? I mean, it would seem very obvious to me.
For sure, Kevin. Games like this can be a pretty good early season indicator of which conference is the stronger one.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Tony could well be the best point guard penetrator in the game. And he's great at finding the seam and getting the ball up and off glass before the shot blocker can recover. And once the ball hits the glass and comes off, it's a no-touch zone for the defender.
It's Ginobili on the wing. Duncan left side. The dish to Splitter. 6 to shoot.
And Parker with the quickness to win that race to the rim, and then his great touch, able to use English or just the spin on the ball to drop it in. Even when the defense gets there early, it seems like Parker's able to use that teardrop.
No good from Rodriguez. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Ginobili with a screen on Lowry. Parker dishes to Duncan. Ginobili outside. Drains the 3-pointer. Ginobili's got a couple of threes now in the first for San Antonio. And for Parker now coming into his 30s, the question, how will his game, so based on speed, Clark, and elusiveness, how will it age?
Well, I think that's a fair question. His game is not as much athleticism as it is those attributes of speed and quickness and elusiveness. I think the elusiveness can hang around for a while. The speed will go. But the fact he's improved as a jump shooter, I think will continue to allow him to be pretty good at getting to the rim.
Lowry gets a screen from Rodriguez.
I need you to move out of my way, bro. Jesus
Back to Lowry.
Christ.
Parker with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Finish off the break.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him.
Guys are in my way.
Sure did. A good job getting it started
move out
before
of
the
the
defense
paint.
can get itself set. Kevin, we've got a moment here to take a look at what the Spurs have done as far as NBA stats go over the last month. First in fewest turnovers per game. Second in 3-point field goal percentage. They also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
And what's most impressive out of all those numbers,
they stay in the paint.
The
It's
few
the weirdest
turnovers
thing
that
ever.
they commit, because now all of a sudden you're executing, you're putting a lot of pressure on the defense because they know they're not going to force a lot of steals and get out in transition to find easy points.
In the corner, it's Ginobili. Here's Duncan, and it's Lowry with the rebound. The Raptors have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And he gets the bucket. Lowry's got his second bucket tonight.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
Parker with him. Lowry picks him up. Parker kicks to Duncan. Duncan with another miss.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that miss.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. Good, and Rodriguez gets the assist. And it's a 3-point Toronto lead. Last outing for Toronto unsuccessful. It was a loss to the Clippers.
Yeah, they look totally disjointed. And sometimes you have a night like that. Nothing goes in the basket. It's just pure frustration.
Well, you can call it any number of things, Steve. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, dysfunctional. Any of those would fit.
And he banks in the layup. Rodriguez has got 7 points.
That's his third make in 4 attempts, guys. So quick start for the game.
Parker passes to Duncan. Feeds it to Leonard.
Damn, I got stuck.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Jesus.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Rodriguez passes to Valanciunas. Misses from close range. Spurs trail by 3.
Right under the rim.
Leonard kicks to Ginobili.
Whoa.
That's good. He's got 8.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Bro, you don't see me open.
Passes to Rodriguez.
It's like you miss every one of my opportunities.
Makes it off the glass. Rodriguez has got 9 points. And some changes here for the Raptors. Amir Johnson in for Jonas Valanciunas. Terrence Ross comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Kyle Lowry. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Splitter. Bellinelli comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Rodriguez outside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, for Tim Duncan and the Spurs, an incredible legacy of dominance. In his 17 years in the league, the Spurs have never won less than 61% of their games. Not to mention, of course, 5 finals appearances and 4 NBA championships.
Talk about great numbers for money. He already has 10 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the 3-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
Shot clock at 6.
Oh, get on your man.
And it's Johnson
Terrence.
picking him up. Johnson the screen. It's Williams with the drive. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Toronto.
Well, Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity defensively.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Patty Mills, Steph Curry.
Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Kicks it to Ross. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And the Raptors lead by 5.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And Mills kicks to Duncan.
What are you going to do with it, Duncan?
There's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Green outside, and he gets it to go.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Williams passes to Rodriguez. Into Johnson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Boris Diaz.
Well, you look at Amir Johnson's offensive game, certainly a fit for today's NBA. Not really a huge post-up game repertoire, but he gets off the floor, runs the court, finishes around the rim, and he's able to spread the floor because he's a good jump shooter.
Vasquez, he's checked in for Toronto.
Well, for Amir Johnson, showing range out beyond the arc over the last couple of seasons, and we may see more of that as his career progresses.
Out to the right wing. Dishes it to Diaw. Knocked loose. Taken away by Rodriguez. Inside. Here's Vasquez. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Vasquez has got his first points of the game. Clark, Amir Johnson, an athletic dunker, but not a heat seeker. Not one to draw contact and get to the foul line.
No, if anything, he's more foul prone himself, Kevin. I mean, if he can flip that around, get that switch.
You like guys step up. I picked up your man, pick up mine.
The entire defense was frozen footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Yeah, because fucking I just stood there.
Rodriguez outside.
Bro, I need you to move. I need you to move.
And the shot is good. Rodriguez has got 12 points in the game.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the wing on the left.
Bellinelli.
Here's Bellinelli. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
It will.
Raptors leading by 4.
It will.
Williams kicks to Rodriguez. Rodriguez left side. Kicks it out to Vasquez from deep. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target.
I don't know what that guy's problem is.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Raptors lead by. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What do you guys think about the Raptors here?
Guys, in that first quarter, they did a nice job coming in and really giving this team a lift.
Yeah, it's a nice attribute to have. Firepower coming off the pine early. That's good stuff.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Mills out there with Green.
Shoot, bro.
Then there's Boris Diaw. Then there's Bellinelli.
Bro, shoot
and
the
it's
ball.
Splitter in at the center. Clock at 6. Vasquez passes to Rodriguez. The Raptors need to get a shot.
Take him. He's little.
Shot by Johnson, no good.
Little.
The defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
How was that?
The pass to Bellinelli. Pass to Diaw.
There's a bunch of funny animations.
Here's Mills.
It's
good. The assist that time from Diaw.
God.
Mills has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for San Antonio. Raptors with the lead. Vasquez kicks to Rodriguez. He feeds it to Johnson.
Bro, who are you passing
Vasquez
the ball to?
passes to Rodriguez. Gets a very good look and converts. Rodriguez has got 14.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Green dishes to Diaw. Splitter kicks to Green. Splitter passes to Green. And there's the feed to Mills. Takes it from 10. And the Spurs scoring again.
Very well done that time. Found the best look possible.
Toronto's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they let it fly from downtown.
They don't.
Rodriguez outside. Rodriguez left side.
Bro, you guys need to move out of my way, bro.
Rodriguez left side. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Vasquez. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Vasquez has got his second basket of the night.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Now Mills. 8 points for him. On the wing, Green. From past the arc.
Get
no
that.
Good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Rodriguez right side.
And one, coach? No,
Rodriguez has got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Diaw. Out to the wing. Good on the shot.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Raptors leading by 4.
So bad, bro.
Greg Popovich with 15 straight 50-win seasons as head coach of the San Antonio Spurs. What a remarkable streak of success. And I don't really think folks understand what that level of consistency embodies. He's widely regarded as the best head coach in the NBA, and for good reason. He's the full package as a head coach.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs, not necessarily a glamour franchise, but maybe the NBA's model franchise. The longest streak of 50-win seasons in league history, 5 championships, and a litany of former Spurs working as head coaches and GMs around the league. Tim Duncan said people aren't envious of their image, but they're envious of how they run things. They get it done, Kevin.
They sure do. An incredible run. Thanks, Doris. Popovich in the top 5 in coaching win percentage all time.
And he's likely to remain in that lofty company. Kevin, he said he plans to follow Tim Duncan into retirement. Not a bad plan. They pretty much came in together, so might as well go out together.
That shot wide open. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Green, no luck.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
No good from Rodriguez. Spurs trail by 7. Pass to Diaz. Wide open look, and he hits the jumper for 2.
That's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. On the wing, Johnson. Johnson left side.
Pass the ball.
And Valanciunas kicks to Johnson.
Pass the ball the right way.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Shot clock at 5. Lowry. The second chance effort. Rebound San Antonio.
Bring the ball back, turn around,
Splitter's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Don't do that again.
Now here's Joseph. He's tightly guarded. Green kicks to Diao.
What are you guys doing?
This game's going to take a big swing. Clark.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Game, not a close game like this.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Toronto ahead, up.
Okay, Kevin, here with...
Okay, guys, we got a few minutes here. Let's go over a few things before we get going again.
I don't want to.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get... Here's Lowry, averaging 16 points a game. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Johnson in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
They've been good on all 3 of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
The Raptors making a switch here. Rodriguez is checked in.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Manu Ginobili. How last month turned out for him. He's around 10 points per game, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. And while the numbers are pretty solid, I think we know he can deliver more.
Absolutely, without question. I mean, he's a top-tier player. He's a big-time competitor, and sometimes the biggest battle is getting your game up to that level where it's supposed to be all the time.
Almost, but it rolls out. Toronto leading by 8. Rodriguez outside. Back to Lowry. There's the 3.
Lowry,
and Splitter pulls it down.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Yes, he does. Telling lies.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now.
Lowry, get on him.
No good from outside. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the hand.
Kawhi Leonard has been talked about and mentioned as the future of this San Antonio Spurs team. 23 years old is all he is, and already a great defender and a much improved shooter from his days at San Diego State.
And for Kawhi Leonard, we know about his defense, but you think, Steve, he can become a go-to offensive player?
Well, he's going to need to, Kevin, when Parker, Ginobili, and Duncan move on. This is going to be Kawhi Leonard's team, and I thought what was interesting was the Spurs gave him more of a burden last year offensively. They started to give him more and more looks isolation-wise down on the block.
Whoa.
And he's developed at a beautiful rate. He's coming into his own.
DeRozan's shot is good.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Ginobili sends a screen for Parker. The dish now to Splitter. Back to Parker. Shot clock at 6. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Tony Parker, I don't think there's any question the best player ever to come out of France. In fact, back in the summer of 2013, he led France to the Euro Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there for Parker.
France has really produced some quality NBA players. You think about Boris Diaw, Nick Batum.
Bro, you just ran in my way.
In that title game against Lithuania.
Rodriguez goes in, and Splitter pulls it down.
No foul, ref. He's pushing me with his
got his 6th rebound on the night. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Ginobili.
Why.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
And for Boris Diaw and Parker, they grew up together, and they'd won a gold medal together in the
Y'all be doing too much, yo.
And for 13 years, they've tried to get that second gold medal. But I'll tell you, the quality of play around the world, Kevin, just continues to get tougher and tougher. In France, definitely in that upper
see me
echelon.
wide open? I'm wide open.
Coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists in the game.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Ginobili with a screen on Lowry. There's the screen. Parker passes to Duncan. Leonard kicks to Ginobili. Lowry against Parker. That one off the back iron and out.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. A rebound by the Spurs.
What are you doing?
Leonard attacking and stolen by Kyle Lowry.
Please.
Right side Lowry. Rodriguez outside. Feeds it to Patterson. Back to Rodriguez.
And one ref.
Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that's a...
Leonard attacking. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by DeRozan. All sorts of time, and he gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 16. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight. His shooting has been so good today, he may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Lowry passes to Rodriguez. Kicks it to Valanciunas. And there's the rejection. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Vasquez, he's checked in for Patterson. Boris Diaw's checked in for San Antonio. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. Clock is at 3. Here's Vasquez. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists here tonight. Spurs trail by 14. Parker outside, and Green now, top of the key. Diaw, the screen. Green dishes to Diaw to the right side. And that one's good. Parker's got 10 points in the game.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Right here.
Vasquez kicks to Rodriguez.
Why are you guys...
Rodriguez left side. On the wing, DeRozan. And again, Toronto with the triple.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Parker against Lowry. Goes up to the stripe. Parker's shot is off.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 25 points for money.
Solid work right there. And again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots, and the other team just a bit stagnant.
Green kicks to Parker.
Nobody catching up.
Parker with another miss.
He's been wayward and just off for him.
crazy.
about everything he's put up in this period.
Well, hockey rules supreme here in Canada, but you got to respect these diehard Raptor fans.
I can't believe you just
losing
shot
years,
that.
they've shown their support.
Spurs
You're
trail
going
by
nuts.
17, and Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, last season, the Spurs made history, becoming the first team to finish a season with
How you
every
doing
player
tonight, man?
averaging
Hello.
under 30 minutes a game.
How was your
Pop
day,
said,
bro?
we've been resting guys since I've been here. I think it extends their careers. Kevin, the league once fined the Spurs $250,000 for resting their stars.
Bro,
But the
why you keep
rings
doing
speak
that
for
hop
themselves.
step?
And surprising that more teams don't adopt that approach to us. Thank you. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rodriguez lays it up and banks it in.
Boy.
Rodriguez has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Beating their ass.
Parker outside. Leonard sets a screen for Parker. Dishes to Diao. Back to Parker. Top of the key. And he nails the jumper.
What?
Parker's got 12 in the game.
Parker be balling like that, bro? Come on.
Raptors leading by 14. Lowry with the ball. Rodriguez passes to Valanciunas. Three-pointer. That's good from Vasquez. And the assist from Valanciunas. He's got 9.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Outside, Green. 1:58 left in the third. Parker with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. The tray. No luck.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Here's Vasquez. Great
Bro, I
tee
don't know
that
who
time
you
from
think
Green.
you are.
That's a huge
That
part
is
of what
not
they
you.
want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Loses his man off the screen. Brings it up and in. Green's got 7 points.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Man, I hear that. Went to my friend's house.
Parker against
Went
Lowry.
to Lowe's. Got a bunch of mulch for the garden. Would probably do
That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. And that's now 6
Take
points
out
for
the old
Kyle
mulch,
Lowry.
put it in the new.
Spurs trail
mulch.
by 17. Parker outside.
Yeah, went to my
on
friend's
the pass to
house.
Green.
They had
And the layup's good
quads
off the
out.
glass. Green's got 4
The
points
dirt
now in the
bikes.
quarter.
They're not as aggressive
The
from the
pit bikes.
outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Here's Rodriguez. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, fouled
Diop.
out. Get
And
him
so
out of
he's
there.
picked
He's a
up his
bum.
final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Bum.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs.
Yeah, so that's
Mills
all.
comes in for Parker.
They just went to Lowe's, got some mulch and some other things.
He doesn't get the second
man, I
one.
messed that up bad.
Even as the Spurs continue to grow
Bro, step
older,
up.
it's,
You're gonna
it's
jump
really hard
backwards.
to write them off. I mean, it's incredible how long this team has been ruling the roost in the West and contending for championships.
Got that one up quick. Rodriguez has got
Face,
2 now
baby.
from beyond the arc in the third for the Raptors. Spurs trail by 17. Pass to Green. He feeds it to Bellinelli. Back to Green. He dishes it to Leonard. Bellinelli with the 3. And that's collected by Rodriguez. Rodriguez has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Ross kicks to Rodriguez. Ross in the corner. The feed to Williams. Rodriguez outside. Back to Williams. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Raptors lead by 17. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin.
Wow, they didn't even play me the whole fourth. That's crazy. Who played the game, me or Vasquez? Glad you had a good day though, man. That's what's up, bro. You know, God's about to bless us with some nice sunny days. It's about to be real nice. Summertime's coming up, but I'm still gonna enjoy all of this spring. Trophy earned. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I don't care about that. Alright, I'm gonna head out, man. Just came. Thank you, man. Thanks for checking up. Appreciate you, bro. Always appreciate you guys. Yeah, man. I'll try to have a good night. Try to go to bed soon. I actually did go to bed, woke back up. I was like, man, let me hop on the game real quick. Help me go right back to bed. Alright, brother. I appreciate you, though, man. God bless. Have a good night. Be easy, man. And always stay cool. Alright, bro. Have a good one, General. Ladies and gentlemen, Hollow, the motherfucking captain. Say good night. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's get him on the contract.
We're in the place they call the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, Ontario, the home of the Raptors, where we're broadcasting live. Looking at Toronto, they took the win in their last.
Wake up, son. You're in.
New group getting ready for the Wizards. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Gortat. Humphreys comes in for Nene. Marcel Webster, he's checked in for Pierce. And Miller's subbed in for John Wall. Taking a look at the Wizards. Beal and Webster out on the perimeter. Chris Humphreys is out there with Kevin Seraphin. And it's Miller in at the point.
Boy, Chris Humphreys is clearly not flashy, but he is a worker on and off the court. Has always been a strong rebounder, especially on the offensive glass. And never afraid to get in there and battle. He never shies away from contact. If you want to get physical, he's not backing down.
Rodriguez is checked in for James Johnson. Raptors leading by 10. Lowry passes to Rodriguez. Rodriguez left side.
My fault, man.
Humphrey.
I'm instantly quitting this. Yeah, I'm off of this, man. I can't stand this game.